Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Ultra League, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Swampert. Swampert on a pretty solid team for the Ultra League. I was thinking, guys, about what to run, and I realized I don't feature Swampert very often on this channel, so I thought, what better time than in the Ultra League where it is quite strong. So Swampert will be serving as the lead on this pretty balanced team in the Ultra League. Of course, Swampert does very well, takes care of those Talonflames, and is an all-around good generalist in the Ultra League. And also on this team, we've got Cresselia on the safe swap. One of the best safe swaps in the Ultra League. Probably the best. It's right there with, I would say, Stunfisk. Is also right up there with Cresselia, but I think Cresselia is the best safe swap in the Ultra League. And also on this team, we've got Scrafty in the back to close the game strong. Scrafty is amazing, needs no explanation at this point, especially in the Ultra League, where it is quite a bit more bulky than it is in the Great League, and that's saying a lot because it's pretty bulky in the Great League as well. Scrafty is amazing. But before we dive into the featured set of the video, we are starting things off with some bonus battles that I thought were tons of fun, and here we go. Deoxys lead, pretty neutral lead for us. We've got an amazing answer to DD on our team in the form of Cresselia. Cresselia absolutely dominates DD, but at some point we will want to swap out of this. You never know what they could have in the back, so we're going to catch whatever they decide to throw here on our Cresselia. They usually will build up to back-to-back Psycho Boost. That's why we knew to swap on 10 of their counters, which is the back-to-back. But they happen to go for the Thunderbolt, which would have been resisted on Swampert, but that is okay. We are now met with a Galarian Stunfisk, and this is a losing matchup for our Cresselia. And that is okay. We do not intend to shield anything from this G-Fisk. We are just going to spam it with as many grass knots as we can possibly get to in this mid-game matchup. They do really start to add up on the G-Fisk as they are heading for neutral damage at the end of the day. We get the grass knot number 2, and it will slowly but surely chip away at the very bulky shiny Galarian Stunfisk here in this mid-game matchup. They finally throw an Earthquake, and I really wish that KO'd. Cresselia just a little too bulky. The reason why is because they got some additional farms, so we're not able to overfarm by as much. So we do get rid of the G-Fisk there, and they do come back in with that Defense Form Deoxys. Gonna look to chip with another Hydro Cannon. We get to these at a very fast rate with Mud Shot, and they are going to throw here. We don't want to tank a fully powered Psycho Boost at this health range, so we will shield this up, and they swap to clear the debuff into Obstagoon, and it is Scrafty time if I've ever seen it. Holy smokes. Oh, they're running their shiny Obstagoon fresh off of its Community Day with the new Community Day move of Obstruct, which does literally no damage to Scrafty. I think that Obstruct might have healed us a little bit, guys, I've got to say. And they are going to go for another move here. Not sure what they could be running alongside Obstruct, but it doesn't matter because it's gone. And now all they have left is that low health Defense Form Deoxys. It's still up on shields. They've still got both of their shields, and we do finally grab a shield from the DD with a Power Punch bait. And there's no sense in building all the way up to the foul play. Power Punch is going to be more than enough to simultaneously KO. And we did have that Swampert still alive and kicking in the back as Scrafty closes it strong. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Scrafty closing it strong in that last one, doing its job to perfection. And here we go, the dream lead. We've got a Talonflame on the lead. This is why we lead with Swampert for all these Talonflame leads. They tried to catch a Hydro Cannon on their Giratina. Not falling for that. We hold on to our energy and make a play into Cresselia. The reason why is because the Giratina and Scrafty matchup is a lot closer than you would think. as it is double resisting our fast move pressure. So we go into Cresselia, gonna go for a Moonblast, and they shield. They never shield the first Moonblast, and I think that's why they did that, to preserve some health. That's actually a pretty smart move. We're actually gonna shield their Shadow Sneak because we wanna get some, we wanna chip away at the health on this Giratina here. Gonna go for Moonblast number 2 here, and they are over farming by quite a bit. They've got a lot of residual energy on their Giratina, and we definitely tank another Shadow Sneak, but because of their over farm, we lose CMP tie, and they are at a Dragon Claw. That is unfortunate. Not willing to go down a shield to take out this Giratina, so we let it go, and we're going to come in with Scrafty here and try and load up on energy with double resisted counters, but that is okay. Scrafty, like I said at the beginning of this video, is quite bulky, can tank these Dragon Claws all day from this Giratina. It does not hit very hard. Its redeeming quality, of course, is its immense bulk, and it is quite spammy. So we don't have to fear these Dragon Claws too much. We are at nearly back-to-back foul play, so we will get rid of this Giratina. I'm tired of looking at it. Bye-bye, Giratina. And they do come back in with the Talonflame as expected, which is why we overloaded on energy. So going to throw this foul play here, and we know that they're at the move, so we're going to catch that on our Swampert. Making the plays. You'd love to see it, guys. Catching that resisted flame charge on the Swampert. You don't get much better than that. And we do get off our Hydro Cannon. And they do shield. Of course, that would one-shot that Talonflame. And they've got a Shadow Wall Rain in the back. We were way ahead on energy. Shields are down. We're going for the Earthquake, of course. And that does loads of damage to the large, cuddly Walrus here in front of us. And they are at an Icicle Spear here. We do live in Icicle Spear, and we're going to try and get off a Hydro Cannon. And I think they might have lagged there a little bit. Pretty sure they had another Icicle Spear locked and loaded for us. I don't know if they lagged. I don't know what. Maybe they wanted to farm us down, but that is not happening, guys. Swampert says, no way. I'm closing this out as we say bye-bye to the Talonflame. Swampert coming in super clutch with literally 1 HP, hanging on by a thread, taking out the Talonflame. That's going to be a good game. Well played. How about Swampert putting in the work, hanging on by a thread, closing the game strong. You don't get much better than that. Here we go. Awful lead, and Gyarados probably the worst. One of the worst matchups for Swampert in any meta, and we go into our Cresselia. They meet us with a Alolan Muck. Excellent answer to Cresselia. Even if they are running Poison Jab, it's still not particularly close for Cresselia. That is because they are single resisting our Psycho Cuts, and our Moonblast only hit for neutral damage as it is Dark Poison. And Muck is pretty bulky as well, especially if it's PvP optimized. So the neutral Moonblast don't hit for a whole lot, not as much as you'd like to see. Gonna go for a Grass Knot to really put the pressure on this Alolan Muck here, and they do shield after over farming by quite a bit. They are at back-to-back Dark Pulse. We're gonna let this go, and we're also gonna let the second one go on our Swampert. We do tank a Dark Pulse, no problem, and we are gonna look to farm this thing down to Funky Town with our Mud Shots. They are hitting for super effective. We now have loaded energy for whatever comes in. They do come back in with that Gyarados. Gonna go into Scrafty here. Gyarados down a shield does not perform as well as it would if it had a shield advantage. Gonna go for the foul play here, and they catch that. Holy smokes, I didn't even see that. That is quite all right. They catch it on a Registeel. We would have gone foul play anyways, so it does not matter. The catch was very much inconsequential there. We go for foul play number 2. And the Registeel is at a move. We will absolutely shield up whatever this is. A Flash Cannon. Holy smokes. Who in the world is running Flash Cannon these days, guys? Please, if you got the Elite Charge TM, that would be one of the best Pokemon to spend it on, but it doesn't matter. It's gone. They have that Gyarados left. They tank the foul play. and we will let this go. This is most likely just an Aqua Tail. They do have a lot more energy here. So going to catch the next one on our Swampert. We knew that we had a lot of energy on our Swampert. We need one Hydro Cannon to seal the deal here. And we all know Swampert is about as spammy as a Pokemon gets. So we get to Hydro Cannon number 1. We've got the back-to-back. That first one gets the shield. And we had the second one locked and loaded as we say bye-bye to the Gyarados with a resisted Hydro Cannon. Swampert coming in clutch yet again. Closing yet another game in dominant fashion. That was amazing. So guys, as you can see so far in these bonus battles, this is a pretty solid team. One of my favorite Swampert teams to run in the Open Ultra League. Like I said, I don't feature Swampert very often. So we've got some amazing Swampert action here as we close out the bonus battles. We've got the featured set coming right up. Had a blast with those bonus battles as we move into the featured set of the video. We are met with another nice shiny Obstagoon, another one fresh off of the community day. And I do imagine it's running the Community Day move of Obstruct, and we are playing with that in mind. We CMP tie them to the Obstruct. It takes 6 of their counters to get to it, and it is the Obstruct. It does no damage, unfortunately. I wish they would have done something different with that move. I think it needs to do more base damage, but that is all beside the point. We do CMP tie them to the potential Night Slash here, and we will shield this as our defense has been lowered with that Obstruct and its Cross Chop. So that is very good to know because we are going to throw as we get to our third Hydro Cannon here. And we will throw one Mud Shot and catch yet again, making the plays again. You love to see it, catching that resisted damage on the Cresselia. Oh, you don't get much better than that, my goodness. And they finally swap out after banking a move into an Alolan Muck here. We find ourselves up against yet another Dark Poison. They are running rampant in the Ultra League, and that is okay. We are not shielding anything. We are still even on shields here, and they of course go for the Dark Pulse, and we will go for our Moonblast here and see what they want to do. They do definitely survive a Moonblast from Cresselia at this health range pretty comfortably, I might add. And we will look to go for the Grass Knot, but they CMP tie us, and that is okay. Not a big deal. This is perfect farm down range for our Swampert. I do believe we farm down before they get to a move. They tried to catch a Hydro Cannon on their Walrein. Not falling for that. We were fully planning on farming that thing all the way down. Anytime you want to top left, my friend, go right for it. And they do. Scrafty was going to run right through that Walrein. That's why we got Scrafty on this team for all the Walreins. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Oh, there's nothing more satisfying than having your Scrafty locked on to a large cuddly walrus. And here we go, Jellicent on the lead. Awful lead for us, but we can definitely fight back with the threat of the Earthquake with Stab. So we will look to chip this Jellicent before making a play into our Cresselia, and they baited us with a Bubble Beam. You don't need to shield the first move. A Swampert comfortably tanks a Shadow Ball, no problem, and they do tank our debuffed Earthquake. And this is definitely gotta be the Shadow Ball at this point, and we do successfully shield that up and gonna make an aggressive play into our Cresselia. We never intended on staying on that losing lead with our Swampert, and we did trigger the CMP tie, so they cannot swap to catch our Grass Knot. That's why it pays to know your counts, my friends, because they do tank that with, and they leave that with low health as they make a play into an Alolan Ninetales. And whenever you see a Jellicent on the lead, you gotta be thinking my anti-Walrein team that I created back when Walrein had its community day. I built this Jellicent team, and it has taken off in the Ultra League. It runs Jellicent on the lead with Charm, Alola, Ninetales, and Scrafty in the back. So we are totally reading that there's a Scrafty in the back. Gonna save our low health Cresselia. You never know when it could come in handy as we make an aggressive play back into Swampert, taking full advantage of the switch timers being misaligned, and because we got the attack drop with that Moonblast, so we don't have to shield anything from this A9 here. And we're gonna send it packing with a Hydro Cannon, and there it is, right on cue. Oh, warms my heart to see so many people running my anti-Walrein team, because not only does it shut out Walrein, but it's a very strong team overall in the Ultra League. But the beauty of going up against the team that you created is you know what's on it and you can strategize accordingly. So they built up to 9 counters. We knew that they needed one more, and there you have it, my friends. Making the plays yet again, catching resisted damage on the low health Cresselia. That's how you get ahead in Pokemon Go Battle League, my friends. Tactical maneuvering at its finest, and this is just about lights out for our opponent. All we have to do is shield up this next boosted power-up punch. We did get that counter through, and all they have left is that low HP Jellicent. Gotta go for the overkill foul play, because why not? As we say bye-bye to the tanky jellyfish. Scrafty coming in clutch yet again. Closing the game in dominant fashion. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Had a blast with the Swampert team in the Ultra League. It's a pretty solid team if you want to look to climb late in the season of Pokemon Go Battle League. Here we go. Deoxys lead. Another DD on the lead. So we will play it the same way that we played the previous Deoxys matchup here. We're going to look to catch on 10 of their counters. But no, they hold on to their energy. I don't know what they're over farming for, probably because they wanted to win lead, guys. Look at what we've got here. We've got a Shadow Drapion. It is pretty common to have a couple of dark types behind Defense Form Deoxys. It just makes sense. Solid team building. So here we are playing out this Shadow Drapion mid-game matchup here. You just go for the Moonblast. You could try and get fancy and bait, but they generally will not shield, especially knowing that you have a Swampert in the back waiting to come back in. They want it to get as low as possible, and really would have been nice to KO that Shadow Drapion, but hey, it's just more farm for our Swampert. And we all know by now, as Swampert can overfarm, it can go on an absolute tear. So we're going for another Hydro Cannon and going to catch whatever they throw onto our Scrafty. There's a good chance that whatever it is resisted. 66% chance to be exact, my friends. And it was the Psycho Boost that is single resisted with our Dark typing, guys. And they are going to go for another move. Rock Slide's not going to cut it. That is also resisted, which is why this Defense Form Deoxys matchup isn't so bad. Gonna put it out of its misery. Bye-bye, DD, with a foul play. And they've got an Obstagoon in the back. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it was lights out for them. That Obstagoon could do nothing to our Scrafty as they top left. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Oh, you love to see everyone running their newly built Obstagoons. Scrafty loves to see it, but here we go. Trevenant, quite the core breaker here, guys. Trevenant core breaks the team pretty hard, but it is doable. We tried to catch the Seed Bomb under our Cresselia, but they held on to the energy as they make a play into an Obstagoon. Speaking of, holy smokes, we've seen quite a few Obstagoons so far, and they do let the first Moonblast go through as they can comfortably tank a Moonblast. It's not like with Scrafty where it nearly one-shots. They can definitely tank one, but they're going to have a hard time tanking two. And we did get the attack drop with that first Moonblast, so we're going to go for Moonblast number 2. I do imagine they would probably want to fight hard for Switch here as they do shield. And you know what, guys? We should have fought hard for Switch as well. We decide to let this go, thinking that Scrafty with a shield advantage can sweep the endgame. Should have probably fought harder for Switch, especially knowing that they have a Trevenant, guys. If we had one Switch, we could have aligned our Scrafty onto that Trevenant, but we let it go. Putting the faith into Scrafty to bring it home for us here. We are spamming the switch button as fast as we can, trying to hopefully catch, but no, they held on again. I don't know what they're holding on to that energy for, but that is okay. They've got a Nidoqueen in the back, and this is lights out for us. I was thinking maybe there was a Talonflame in the back, but Shadow Nidoqueen is just insanely powerful. Even these shields don't matter. Apparently, the shield advantage on Scrafty did not matter, so now you can see why we should have fought harder for Switch. I think we could have taken that mid-game matchup and we could have aligned our Scrafty onto the Trevenant, but instead we are top lefting this one, my friends. There is no hope of winning that. That Nidoqueen just ran right through us. That's going to be a good game. Well played. We zigged when we should have zagged in that last one, but that is okay. Here we go. Scrafty lead. Pretty neutral lead. It's a losing lead, but it's fairly neutral. We're both dealing neutral fast move pressure to each other. Gonna go for a Hydro Cannon here. They could definitely tank this. I don't imagine they shield. They do let that go. And we will shield up the potential foul play. They generally go right for that foul play, knowing that we can tank it. So we will look to catch the next one onto our Scrafty, I do believe. After going for Hydro Cannon number 2, of course. And they do tank that. Holy smokes, what do they have in the back? I'm wondering, and I don't think we caught it. They were too crafty, holding on to the energy and waiting for the catch. Oh, they've got a Alola Ninetales in the back. That is okay. We will not last very long. These charms are hitting for double super effective damage, and of course they have stab. Scrafty does not last long against the charmers. That's okay. Gonna throw Cresselia in here to soak this overpowered charm damage here. They are still up a shield. Gonna go for a Weather Ball. We tank that all day, no problem. Going for Moonblast number 1 here. Another attack drop would be nice. We were getting pretty lucky with the debuffs. No debuff, that is okay. And we will tank this next move as well. Just another Weather Ball, not a big deal at all. And we will look to get rid of this Alola Ninetales with a Grass Knot here. It does not make sense to shield this. I do imagine they let this go, and they do. And they've got that low health Scrafty, and oh, they've got a Registeel in the back, and our Swampert is still relatively healthy. They threw Scrafty in there for whatever reason. It was not gonna get to a move. I don't know why they did that. They just gave us more farm, and they tank our Hydro Cannon like a mad lad. Holy smokes. That could have definitely been an EQ. I think that they lost track of the energy and likely thought that we were just at a Hydro Cannon, but that is okay. They do get to a move here, and we absolutely have to shield this. Our win condition definitely lies with our Swampert here. We're going to throw this Hydro Cannon to stall the clock here, guys. We got to swap out to clear that debuff. Here we go. Switch timer's up. We're throwing Cresselia in here. Could have waited a little longer to perhaps catch the move, but that is okay. They cannot farm us down. They are forced to throw their energy, and we know how spammy Swampert is, guys. We get to the EQ, and we're saying bye-bye to the Registeel. Swampert, how fitting, guys. Closing it strong yet again. That is the team, my friends. Holy smokes. How about Swampert? As good as it's ever been. Good game. Well played to our opponent. So I wanted to showcase a nice Swampert team for those of you who are big fans of Swampert. Not sure if you may have the best team built around it. I wanted to showcase some Swampert action. As like I said, I was thinking about what to run, and I realized I don't feature Swampert very often, so Swampert shines beautifully in the Ultra League, so I wanted to show you guys my favorite Swampert team, or one of them, to run in the Ultra League. Pretty solid team, as we saw, guys. This team is very good for climbing. Pretty balanced overall. Swampert on the lead is amazing. Absolutely handles those Talonflames and can do well against everything else in between. Guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.